Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into number system part 2. In this video, you are going to clearly understand even numbers, odd numbers, multiples, factors, prime numbers and also composite numbers. These are the foundation of mathematics. So stay till the end and let's make math simple and interesting. So let's get started. First of all, we'll start with even numbers. The numbers which are exactly divisible by 2 are even numbers. Exactly divisible by 2 means what? Remainder should be 0. If you take any number, if you divide the number with the 2, you should get remainder as 0. Okay, but there is, by looking at the number only directly we can say which is an even number or odd number. How? That means if the numbers are ending with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, we call those numbers as even numbers. Okay, just by looking at the number only directly we can say which is an even number or odd number. For example, I am taking 32. 32 is ending with 2, right? So 2 is an even number, so 32 is also an even number. I am taking another example as 1005. 1005 is ending with 5. 5 is not an even number, no? That is the reason 1005 is also not an even number. Okay, and even numbers are denoted by capital E, and here the general form of an even number is 2n. That means 2 into n. If you multiply 2 with any number, you should get even numbers. 2 into 0 will get 0, 2 into 1 will get 2, 2 into 2 will get 4, 2 into 3 will get 6, 2 into 4 will get 8. That means the multiples of 2 are nothing but even numbers. Next, odd numbers. The numbers when divided by 2 which leaves the remainder as 1. Okay, in even numbers the remainder is 0, in odd numbers the remainder is 1. And here the odd numbers are denoted by capital O. By looking at the number only we can say whether the number is an odd number or not. How? Means if the numbers are ending with 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, then those numbers are called odd numbers. Okay, for example, I am taking 31 here. 31 is ending with 1, so 31 is an odd number. 93 ending with 3, so 93 is an odd number. 27 is ending with 7, so 27 is an odd number. Like that, by looking at last digit of the given number, we can say whether the number is an odd number or not. Okay, and the general form of an odd number is 2n minus 1. That means 2n is the general form of an even number minus 1. That means if we subtract 1 from the even number, we'll get odd numbers. Okay, 2 minus 1 will get 3, 2 minus 1 will get 1, 4 minus 1 will get 3, 6 minus 1 will get 5 and 8 minus 1 will get 7. Like that, if we subtract 1 from the even number, we'll get the odd numbers. Okay, next, there is one note we should remember here is the difference between any consecutive even or consecutive odd numbers is 2. Okay, if the difference between any two even numbers or any two odd numbers is 2, then we call those numbers as consecutive even numbers or consecutive odd numbers. For example, I am taking here 2, 4, both are even numbers. The difference between 2 and 4 is 2. And 1, 3, both are odd numbers. The difference between 1 and 3 is also 2. Then we call these numbers as consecutive even and consecutive odd numbers. Okay, and here if we add any even number with even number, we'll get even number as the answer. If we add odd number and odd number, we'll get even number as the answer. Okay, these will useful in exams, in competitive exams. Okay, that means if we add any two even numbers, we'll get even number as the answer. If we add any two odd numbers also, we'll get even number as the answer. But if we add any even number with odd number or any odd number with even number, we'll get odd number as the answer. Okay, and also if we subtract even number from any even number, we'll get even number as the answer. If we subtract odd number from any odd number, we'll get even number as the answer. But if we subtract any even number from an odd number or any odd number from the even number, we'll get odd number as the answer. Okay, just to remember, even and even will get even, whether it is subtraction or addition. Odd and odd also will get even, but even and odd or odd and even will get odd as the answer for addition and subtraction. But here, if we multiply even number with the even number will get as the answer. But if we multiply odd number with odd number, will get odd number as the answer, but not any even number. For multiplication it is different. Okay, and if you multiply any even number with odd number also, will get even number as the answer. Remember that. If you want to check, you can take any even and odd numbers, you can check this. And let us discuss about successor of a number. Successor is nothing but next number. If we take any number, the next number is nothing but successor of the given number. So for example, I am taking 9 here. The successor of 9 is nothing but 10. If we add 1 to 9, we will get 10 as the answer. So successor of 9 is 10. In the same way, predecessor of a number. The number just before a given number is called predecessor of a number. That means, suppose if I am taking 18 as an example, the predecessor of 18 is nothing but 17. That means if we are subtracting 1 from 18, we are getting 17. No? Just before number of a given number is nothing but predecessor of a number. Now let's get into multiples. What are multiples here? I am taking one table, 3 table I am taking. 3 into 1, 3. 3 into 2, 6. 3 into 3, 9. 3 into 4, 12. Now, what are these 3, 6, 9, 12 are multiples. And what are these 1, 2, 3, 4? We call them as counting numbers. And 3, I am taking that as a given number. So what are multiples here? The product of a number by counting number will get multiples. Okay, so multiples are infinite. That means the multiples are start from the given number and we are multiplying the given number with the counting number, and the counting numbers are infinite. Then we can multiply the given number with infinite numbers, so we'll get infinite number of multiples. That is the reason multiples are infinite. And the given number we call that as least multiple. Why? Because the next multiples are greater than to the given number. No, why? Because 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 4, like that we are multiplying. No, so greater numbers we will get. So what we need to understand here, the multiples are infinite and the least multiple is the given number, and we will multiply any given number by counting numbers so that we'll get multiples of the given number. Okay, factors are different here multiples start from given number, but factors will end at given numbers. Okay, that means factors are the numbers when we divide the given number exactly. That means the numbers which divide the given number exactly, remainder is 0, then those numbers are called as factor. So how can we get the factors of the given number? Suppose I am taking 12 as the example. I am taking. So how can we get the factors of 12? First of all, I am starting with 1. 1 into 12 will get 12. Next, I am taking 2 table. 2 into 6 will get 12. Next I am taking 3 table. So 3 into 4 will get 12. That's it. Next again 6 into 2 will repeat. Next 12 into 1 also it will repeat. Right. So no need to write again. So what are the factors we are getting here? 1 and 12, 2, 6 and 3, 4 are the factors of the 12. So we will write them in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. These are the factors of 12. Okay, and the factors are finite. Why? Because they end at the given number only. I hope it is clear the difference between factors and multiples. Factors are nothing but which are finite and multiples are infinite. Factors factors are the numbers which divide the given number exactly and the remainder is 0, and the multiples are nothing but multiples are the numbers when we multiply with the counting number we will get multiples. Okay, then next get into the perfect number. What is a perfect number? Now we discussed about the factors, right? If we add all the factors, we should get twice of the given number. For example, I am taking 28 here. I am writing all the factors of 28. 1, 2, 4, 7, 14 and 28 are the factors of 28. So I am adding all these factors also. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 14 plus 28. If we add all the factors, we are getting 56 as the answer. So 56, how can we write 56 as 2 into 28? That means twice of 28 is 56, no? What is the perfect number definition here? Sum of all its factors equal to twice of the number. We are getting right? So 28 is a perfect number. Whenever they are asking about the perfect number, we need to add all the factors and we need to check whether the answer we are getting is it twice of the given number or not. Okay, for another example I am taking 15. I am writing factors of 15 here, 1, 3, 5 and 15. I am adding all the factors of 15, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 15. What I am getting here? 24 as the answer. But what we should get? Twice of 15. Twice of 15 is nothing but 2 into 15. 2 into 15, how much we should get? 30. But what we are getting? 24. So 15 is not a perfect number. Like that we need to check whether the given number is perfect number or not. Now let's get into prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers I will say as special numbers. Why? Because these prime numbers having only two factors. Okay, the number and 1. The number itself and 1 are the factors of the prime numbers. That is the reason we call these prime numbers as special numbers. Okay, but here the numbers which should be greater than 1. 1 is not a prime number, but the number should be greater than 1. Then we call which has only two factors. Then we call those numbers as prime numbers. Okay, what are those factors? 1 and the number itself. I am writing all of prime numbers here, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on we will get. So what are the factors of 2? 1 and 2 itself. 3, 1 comma 3. 5, 1 and 5. 7, 1 and 7. That means if you observe, 1 is a common factor for all the numbers and the number itself is a factor of the given number. Then we call these numbers as prime numbers. Next, prime factors. We wrote all the factors, right? So in those factors, if we are getting prime numbers as the factors, then prime numbers are nothing but prime factors we call. Okay, so first of all I'm taking 30 here. Factors of 30 I'm writing as 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15 and 30. Now if we observe here, what are the prime numbers we have here? 2, 3, 5. Then we call these prime numbers as nothing but prime factors of 30. Okay, next, twin primes. That if we take any pair of prime numbers, the difference between those two prime numbers should be 2. Then we call those numbers as twin primes. Okay, so for example I am taking 5 and 7. What is the difference between 5 and 7? Is 2. 5 and 7 are prime numbers and the difference between these two numbers also 2. 11 and 13 are the prime numbers, difference between these two numbers also 2. 17, 19, the difference between these two prime numbers also 2. Like that, if you take any two prime number, the difference should be 2. Then we call those numbers as twin primes. Next, composite number. One hint I will give, one clue I am giving here. What are composite numbers means? Except one which are not prime numbers, we call them as composite numbers. Except one which are not prime numbers, we call them call those numbers as composite numbers. Okay, one is neither a prime number nor a composite number. Why? Because 1 has the factor 1 itself. The number is the factor of itself. That's the reason 1 is neither a prime number nor a composite number. For example, I am taking 4 here. 4 we call that as a least composite number. And what are the factors of 4 here? 1, 2, 4. Then we call here, we are getting at least 3 factors, no? So we call this 4 as a composite number. Another example I am taking 15. Factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15. So at least 3 factors, no? But here we are getting 4 factors. So we call this 15 as 15 also composite number. The numbers which are not prime numbers, we call them as composite numbers. I hope you all understood about prime numbers, twin primes, composite numbers, prime factors, even numbers and odd numbers. And I hope everything is clear till now. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.